the ball on the tee. We're set for football. And we are underway from Ford Field. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. They start things off with a carry by Gibbs here. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. This defense for the Titans very strong in that victory a week ago.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
Second down, and they go back to Gibbs. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. They'll get 17 that time, and the Lions have a first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take down it all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 44 yards rushing for him already. A terrific opening drive on the ground, and it's a first down. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
And they didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
And down inside the 15 he goes. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down. Pretty solid opening drive here, Charles. They worked in the run game, the pass game, just steadily getting yards, and now they've got it inside the red zone here with an opportunity.
And the only thing they don't have so far is points. But the way that they're moving the ball now, that shouldn't take much longer. And they've established a great balance so far. Running, passing, doing what they want on offense.
11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. They've taken this opening kickoff and marched it right down the field defensively. Not much resistance.
And that's the point, because my admiration is for the guys moving the ball right now. They know what they're doing. Their plan is working. But I flip it over and watch and say, okay, what are you going to do to change things up? Because if you don't, they're going to put that ball in the end zone real soon. Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
One of the tight ends comes in motion. Gibbs is into the end zone, and touchdown Lions. First quarter, maybe too early to talk about statement drives, Charles, but that sure seemed like a statement drive right there.
Well, if we're going to talk about statement drives, I think what they're saying is we're going to establish the run. They gave it to him early and often on this drive, and he wound up taking it into the end zone.
Now the try here for the extra point. It's up, it's good, and the Lions lead 7-0. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. Now Spears to begin the drive. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Right back to Spears. Shows his strength at the 50. And how about the work on the ground to start the drive? 2 big-time runs. This one 19 yards and another first. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. And now the Lions going to stop us momentarily as they call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
19 Tiger.
On 1st and 10, it's Spears. Gets around him. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. And we're going to get another timeout called by the Lions. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And the Lions force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Well, just 2 series in here, Charles, but everything's gone to script so far. They got a touchdown on their first drive. Their defense holds, and now they've got a chance to take a 2-score lead.
And to co-sign with you, exactly the start they scripted up. And really, that kind of start, that can set the tone for the game for them.
You talk about this Titan defense. They've been dreadful against the run. No getting around at number 32, dead last in the NFL.
Stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very small doses.
Yeah, you've got to be consistent. It's down in and down out. Being able to play it, understand what you have to get done. And finally stop some people, put them on the ground. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down. Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect to it for another nice gain for a first down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
He fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, second down. The Lions at 12-1 now to start play. They've been playing their best football of the year, winners of 4 in a row.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
From the 50, it's gone. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Five.
Throwing on third. Goff. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. And here now the punter, Fox, as he sends this one away. Well, pretty woeful there. Just 23 yards on the punt. And it'll be Titan football. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their future. As they look ahead to the offseason, what spots do they maybe need to fill?
Well, I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think, on the perimeter, though. Help him out with receivers, because I think if he gets an upgrade there, his play gets that much better, too.
2nd and 10. Hand off to Spears. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. 57 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
We are watching a runner having a really nice game. Carrying it very well. Vision is excellent, but boy, look at the help he's getting. Offensive line, I think they're pretty eager to block for him.
Here now, 3rd and a yard. On 3rd down, here's Spears. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. He finds his man, complete. It's Phillips. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. To go, 2nd down.
Go check. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
And here's a give to Spears. And he'll get it out to midfield. Let's say, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
Normally, he's pretty reliable. Usually catches what's thrown to him. On that play, he simply dropped it.
Now is 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
He certainly didn't like what he saw from the coverage on his primary reads, and he didn't even have any luck trying to get back to his safety valve. Give defense a credit. Coverage was in lockdown mode everywhere.
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. He'll drop to throw. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. It's Brian Branch with it. And the Lions are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long, because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
Hold on.
Drive starts with a run from Gibbs. Shifts past him at the 45. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? when the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Now a 2nd and 2. Goff going to shift him around. 2nd and 2. Short pass here taken in by Laporta. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then of course they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
Not liking the look. They'll change the play. Now Goff on first down. He gets this out wide to Gibbs. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
A lot of times the key is just get him the ball, let him do his thing, and they got it out to him on the left side, and he did exactly that. Excellent run after the catch.
Two minutes gone by, second quarter. From the red zone now, Goff. And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Now Goff. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That play call wasn't there for them against that coverage. So they're going to spin the dial now in their playbook and come up with one more shot at the marker to try and keep this series going.
This offense was on the move. Now two straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Goff now to throw. Going underneath. Gibbs has it. And he is going to be stopped at the 12, short of the first down. So 8 yards on the completion there, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the first down. Now to be 4th and short.
And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down. 4th down to give to Gibbs. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Jahmyr Gibbs with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Lions' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Ready, set.
2nd and 6.
70 Ranger, 70 Ranger.
Looking to throw. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
Pass the 60, pass the 60.
And now a run with Spears. Pushes him over. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
And Spears with another carry. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Check, Bobcat, check, Bobcat.
Here's Spears on 2nd down. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line scrimmage. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. On play action, they'll throw. Going deep for Hopkins. And oh no, it's incomplete. That's a touchdown if he holds on, but somehow took his eyes off of it, falls to the ground, and brings up 4th down.
Let's go now. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. Go.
Back to throw. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. 1st down now, but that clock rolling. They'll look to throw here. That one's taken in by Spears. And he is going to lose yardage here. Titans moving quickly here. They're in the hurry up.
Panther 11, Panther 11.
Again, he'll drop to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They were so close, that close to their first points in the game. Just needed to hang on just a second longer, but he couldn't complete the process of the catch through the jostling from the defender.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Back to throw again. They'll set up the screen for Spears. And he's going to come up well shy of the 1st. Here's made right around the 12. That one
long because the offense is just hoping that somehow they can get a guy in space and follow some blockers downfield. Does a pretty nice job there getting a few yards, but he ends up getting stopped before he can get the 1st down.
And his kick is indeed good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So, Charles, they are on the board after that kick. So 3 drives, 3 points. Obviously not the start that you were hoping for, but they're able to erase that 0 off the scoreboard.
Yeah, I guess what you're saying is a point a drive is not what offenses are striving for by any stretch. They're happy they've got 3 now. They hope that that unlocks their offense for bigger points down the road. Extend their lead here just before halftime. That's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook, but even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. Four seconds, all that remain here this first half as the kick gets away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. In motion, the tight end. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Titans going to get the ball to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back to it on EA Sports. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Well, they look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive, but maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry on.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Mustang 19. Go street.
In motion is Phillips.
Trap 60. Trap 60. 79 Broncos.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. And now the Lions going to stop us momentarily as they call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this 3rd quarter.
Okay, ready? 60 Bobcats, 60 Bobcats. Street, street. Cougar 19, go.
They'll drop to throw. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Bradley Chubb able to record his 5th sack of the season. Boy, every time I see speed like that off the edge, Charles, I just don't know how these offensive linemen do it. I would think that they would get called for holding every play, and maybe they should have been called for holding on that one.
Yeah, maybe not just holding, but sometimes you end up setting back in the offensive backfield a little bit farther to try and help you with the edge. That's a penalty as well. Sometimes you overset, they'll come inside of you. That's what speed does. It disrupts an offense. And right now, you've got to pay attention to this edge rusher on every single down.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Out of the gun to give to Spears. And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the first down. Call it a gain of 4, but not enough. The punt team going to need to be summoned here on fourth down. Here's Ryan Stonehouse now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 15-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt, and the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. He's got it complete to Gibbs. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that's going to bring up second down.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. Look at the big man rumble. Touchdown, Detroit. Sam Laporta, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Lions are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And they open the lead up now to 25. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear.
This is caught inside the 15. A big play that time for the Titans. 67 yards. Spears will take this into the end zone for a Titans touchdown. Well, that was a quick drive. The passing game set it up, and then the running game finishes it off.
And how about how few plays it was to get it done, but they threw it downfield and then pounded it into the end zone. And as a former defender, I can tell you, it hurts just a little bit more when they run it into the end zone instead of throwing it.
There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And that's going to leave them with just one timeout remaining still in the third quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. Here's Goff. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he's as fine with that incompletion as a quarterback can be, in all honesty. He avoided his first sack of the game, and he did have a chance of connecting for yardage, just unable to on that throw.
We go.
Here's Goff. Throw right side, complete to Williams. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Third and 3.
DC. Hey, lift.
Now Goff. He's got his target. That's complete. A big play there for Detroit. 43 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
From the gun, Gibbs will get it. And he dives his way forward to right around the line of scrimmage, so nothing there that time. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Goff. Pass taken in by his big tight end, and they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Oh, how about this call down near the goal line? And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Amon-Ra St. Brown, his first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Lions are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. Extra point splits the uprights, and they open the lead up now to 25. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. Still going. And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this third quarter. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this fourth quarter. Quick hitter here, it's complete. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. Here's a run by Spears. And they'll stop him after a gain of a couple to the 33. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. Picked by Tracy Walker, and they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. After the interception, here's Goff. A little short pass here taken in by Laporta. And he'll be brought down at the 27. 15 yards for the Lions there on a first down.
Tell you what, partner, the way he's been slinging it in this one, I think he should be ticketed for a baseball cap and a set of headphones for the next drive. He's been absolutely sensational. The one thing we've both learned about quarterbacks in this league, they often stay on the field longer than you expect.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, that's a good piece of quarterbacking right there because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the first time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now it's gone. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much. Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach. And maybe you and I should attend that press conference to see what he has to say, because someone's going to ask him, like,
touchdown! Jared Goff with his 3rd touchdown pass of the afternoon. And the Lions are on their way to a 13th win on the year as they add on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. Now they'll audible to something else. Now we've got movement up front. I think this is going to be on the Titans. A false start backs him up 5. 1st and 15.
Pace, let's go,
They'll run with Spears. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
70 Ranger. 60 Maverick. Ready.
They're going to look to throw. A short throw taken in by Okonkwo. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Call that a 48-yard punt and made even better by a loss on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate, but we'll see what they decide to.
Touchdown, Detroit! 4 touchdown passes now for Jared Goff. And the Lions continue to run up the score. They lead it big here in the 4th. Point after, right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
The Titans on third down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. They're looking at third and a few inches. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of, and it's a fake here on 4th and inches. And he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool this defense. And the Lions will get the football back in terrific field position. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Gibbs straight ahead. Unable to corral him. He fights through. Still shedding tackles. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Now the extra point try forthcoming. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. This offense so far on third down, not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. They'll keep it on the ground. Spears. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. 9 yards on the carry there, but it'll be 4th down now.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's got a first down following a pickup of about 13 as we will take a pause here for the 2-minute warning.
And the Titans first down. Let's go now. Riggs. Ready.
They'll run on first down. Spears. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. 2nd down. Now they got to get to the line quickly.
Warriors 70.
4 yards on the pickup.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Greedy Williams picks it off. And the Lions will take over possession here up at the 44. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And, gosh, you look up at the scoreboard. They just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. Play clock, going to throw it. He's airing it out for Williams. And this one is incomplete.
Partner, in the sportsmanship handbook, there's something to be said for calling the dogs off in a blowout. But these defenders, they also know this is the NFL, and it's their job to stop them, whether they're in the game or they're down by a handful of touchdowns.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. Straight ahead with Gibbs here. Yeah, he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. 131 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
Brendan, every great running backs coach I've talked with has always talked about when you have great vision, you're not consciously thinking about your cuts and your moves. You're just doing them. And I think that's what we're seeing tonight. He's about to run them into submission, hasn't he?
You took the words right out of my mouth. I was just going to use that phrase. He has run them into submission.
Wave the white flag.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there's no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
Partner, this game was over a long time ago. And you noticed they did not want to slow down anything. Absolutely a dream scenario for everyone on that offense, and they took advantage of every second. Guaranteed popcorn for everyone in their film session.
So for the Lions, they continue to make their case as a Super Bowl favorite as they move to 13-1. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Dallas Cowboys. Meanwhile, for the Titans, they've plummeted now to 3-11. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.